our week 2 recap for Daisy. Hi, Lovey. Oh my gosh, you are very hyper right now. All right. So we started again this week by charging our clicker. We're not going to do it as much as we did last week. She should be pretty familiar with what that click means at this point. Daisy! Good job. Got myself dizzy there. Daisy! And we're doing a recap on some of the behaviors that we did last week. So like following the food lure. Good job. Touch. And this week we are doing touch without the food. She's currently cleaning up crumbs. Touch. Good job. Good job. So even though we are doing a behavior without food to start, we still are clicking once she performs that behavior. And again, when we get that click, we always want to follow it with food. Touch.
Where's my food? You just said I always get it.
Come here, pretty girl. Sit. All right, and again for sit, I am doing that behavior this week without food. She did kind of get those front 2 paws up to start, so I did wait for those paws to hit the ground. Get it. Daisy! There you go. There you go. Get it. Is that too far? Is that too far?
What's this? Ready? Get it.
Daisy! And this week we did start what's called the flying cookie game. So I'm throwing that get it cookie. Get it. Daisy! And then as soon as she's done eating, I'm gonna call her name, and then once she turns around, orients towards me, that's when I'll click and feed her right at my side. Who's a pretty girl, huh? Who's a pretty girl? Yes. I know, I don't think I can work on the ground with you today. This chicken's just too great, too great. Okay, crazy girl, ready? Down. Good job. So this week we did introduce down. So for that behavior, Daisy's in a sit. We put the cookie right in front of her nose, and then we're gonna slowly bring it to the ground. Make sure that she stays attached to that cookie. And then as soon as those elbows and paws hit the ground, that's when we're gonna click and let her have the cookie. Good job, ready? Get it. Daisy, sit. Good job. Down. Good job. You're doing great with that. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Ready? Get it. Daisy! Can you sit? Good job. Thank you for having all 4s on the ground. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Ready? Down. Good job. Good job, pretty girl. Let's find a toy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I know, you just want the chicken. You just want the chicken. You're doing a very pretty dance for that. Yeah, yeah, you are. Oh, potty break.
job. Good job. Good job. Okay. Let's work on your mat.
Guess that's where the chicken is. Good job. So step one of the mat, remember, we are just tossing our mat down and then scattering our cookies on the mat directly. With Daisy there, I did wait her out a minute. She has been all week offering us downs when she comes to the mat. So I wanted to wait until Daisy got herself into that position before clicking. And step one, remember we are moving the mat from under them.
Where are we gonna put it?
Good job. You're so excited. There you go. Step two is we are throwing a get it cookie, get it, to release them from the mat in hopes of them coming back to the mat. Good job. I'll take that sit. There you go, pretty girl. Ready? Get it. Oh, you got an itch? Here. Good job. Good job. That's not a very good piece. Ready? Get it. Good job. Can't work on that one. That's a big one. Oh, okay. They're just gonna inhale that. Get it. I threw that very far. Good job, pretty girl. Ready? Get it. You're not seeing this cookie. Daisy. Get it. Good job, pretty girl. Okay. Want to work in your harness a little bit? You want to work in your harness? I know, I was a little slow there. I'm sorry. Good job. What do you have on? So for putting on the harness, I do like to scatter some cookies, just kind of right in front of them, give them a good distraction. And then I try to lure them into the harness where they get their paws in those holes. And then I slide it up and click it. And then we're just gonna give her some time to move around in the harness. That way she's comfortable wearing it while hanging out, right? Which you're a little unsure right now. Okay, what if we just get some chicken?
Oh, get your face out of there.
What's that? Daisy! Daisy! Touch! Good job. Gotta get down though. Good job. Sit. Can we go down? Hi. Hi. Yeah, how's it going wearing that harness? Is it okay? Is it okay? It's not the worst. Good job. Right now we're just kind of working on what's called the heel pattern, and really I'm just doing this to get her some movement while in the harness. This is something you may learn once you guys move on to like an obedience course, but it's a precursor for some loose leash walking. Yeah, we're just getting movement out of you though. Does your harness itch? Yeah, let's get it off. I know. What's this? Tickle. You missed a piece. You missed a piece. Same way I put the harness on is how I get it off. So I'll scatter a few of those cookies right in front of where Daisy is, and then while she's eating, I will take off that Velcro and lower the harness from her. The Velcro can be a little scary. Last week we worked on desensitizing her to the sound of it, so she is doing fairly well with that, but we still want to use that food distraction so we don't build any negative associations with the harness coming on and off. I know, you are all about this chicken. Okay. Good job. There you go. Good girl. Yay. So last week with our handling, we started by just doing one hand under the tummy. This week we're doing the same thing, but also adding in a hand under her head. That might be how she's held when she goes to the vet, or when she goes to the groomer. It might be some way that they need to restrain her for them to do things. So we want to make sure she's used to hand motions and being held that way.
Hi.
Yeah, you're doing good. I know. What's this? Thank you. And we're also working on touching every paw. Where you going? One more paw. Good job. So for that, I'm just putting the cookie in front of her face, and then I'm touching the paws. So applying slight pressure, and then as long as she's behaving, not trying to pull away or run away, that's when I will click and give her the cookie. Let's see how. Good girl. We also want to practice lifting her tail. That's a good one for when she goes to the groomer and also when she goes to the vet and they may need to take her temperature. Good job. Okay, we want to make sure we look in her ears. That was a big piece of chicken. And what about your mouth? Yes, good job. Good job. What about this side? Yes, good job. I know, you're gonna get it, don't worry. Daisy. Get it. And then the last thing we worked on this week was introducing a grooming tool. So for this week, we are working on the brush. For this, I am using the flat side, just so that the bristles don't startle her. So this week, she's getting used to something coming towards her and rubbing down her body. Next week, we will flip it over to the bristle side so that she gets used to actually being brushed. Or was that too big of a piece? Or was that a gross piece?
Yeah, that was a gross piece here.
Daisy, you don't have to eat it if it's gross. Come here. I have a better piece for you. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Good job. One more and then you're done. One more, or you might be done anyway. Alright, Days. Come here. Come here. Let's go say goodbye to your people.
Yeah, say goodbye to your people. Say bye. Oh, you're such a cute face.